7th Acoustic Supernova all the way from Indonesia. I'm sorry, I'm so late to reviewing this one. I know a lot of you guys have been waiting for it, but yeah, better late than never. Let's jump into it. Hey friends, Timmy here. Welcome back to another video on Gears Audio. Today we have the 7th Acoustic Supernova, the very hyped IEM in the endgame space. Now, I've had this in my possession for several months now and I gotta say I've been listening to it on and off, and I've also been taking this thing to every audio event I went to, Can Jam, HP Fest and POTA Fest, to let a lot of people in the community try this. And the general consensus is it's a beast. I don't think anyone who've tried this thing had anything negative to say about it. Everyone either liked it or loved it, and a lot of people have said it was endgame, even those people who didn't know how much this costs before they tried. So yeah, to an extent, the hype is real, confirmed by the community and a lot of other reviews out there for this IEM, but what do I think about it personally? Well, the tuning of the Supernova is very safe, inoffensive, warm, yet natural sounding. The bass and the upper mid-range are pretty much on par, so you can call this a balanced signature as well. Overall, a very versatile signature, whether male vocals, female vocals, songs that has a lot of bass that you want a lot of bass fun out of, you're gonna get it with the Supernova. Songs that has a lot of details in the treble, this is gonna reveal it. So it's a very balanced, well done, well-tuned signature. One little nitpick from me is that it is more of a versatile jack-of-all-trade type of tuning, not really a master in any one area, doesn't wow me in any one area, it just plays every songs I throw at it well. This mainly has to do with how the lower mid-range is done. Now, the lower mid-range is a highly preferential area of the tuning. Some people like it a little bit more warm to add some more richness to male vocals and instruments, while some like it to be cleaner because they listen to more female vocals and they want their female vocals to sound angelic and less husky. The Supernova sits right in the middle. It does have some richness, some warmth, which helps out male vocals, but at the same time, makes female vocals sound a bit more husky than I would like. Not to the point where they sound unnatural. They still sound fairly natural. It's just a little bit too husky. I want it a little bit cleaner. But at the same time, if you reduce the lower mid-range anymore, male vocals might not sound as fulfilling for those of you who like male vocals. So in a way, the Supernova tries to cater to both market, male and females alike. All of them sound good, though neither one sound particularly amazing. Another thing to note about the tuning is that since everything is pretty much on the same playing field, the bass, the upper mid-range and the treble area, these kind of signature you can find in IEMs like SA6 and QDC type IEMs, though the lower mid-range on the Supernova is gonna be a little bit thicker than those IEMs. But that aside, what I'm trying to say is that these kind of signatures are known to give you a lot of information, whether it's bass information, upper mid-range, or treble. You're gonna hear a lot from every song that you listen to. Now, there's a downside and a positive side to this. The downside is that it can get crowded, and in the case of Supernova, it does kind of get crowded on very busy songs. On the Annihilator VX or the Gemini by QDC, the lower mid-range is a bit more tamed, leaving you with better separation between instruments, resulting in the Annihilator VX and the Gemini sounding more clean and handles busier tracks better than the Supernova. The positive, of course, is the sheer amount of information you're going to get out of these kind of tuning, the Supernova included. Let's bring up my technical performance scale. The Supernova lands very safely around the Blessing 3, if not a little bit higher. You get so much information from the Supernova. The only thing that I would knock down for technical performance is, again, that lower mid-range, causing busier tracks to sound a bit more congested. That could be cleaned up a little bit in my personal opinion. Now, continuing our comparison of the Supernova to the other IEMs I just mentioned, the lower mid-range again does add a bit of richness and warmth, which makes busy songs not sound as good, but at the same time, it makes music generally sound more musical than the other IEMs on the list. The other IEMs sound very technical, highly detailed, but less soulful, as a lot of you guys might call it. Less musical, less note weight, while the Supernova sounds very lush and rich and very enjoyable for majority of genres. The other IEMs for genres that require some extra bulk in the lower mid-range don't sound as good because they're more focused on the upper mids and treble and all the details, while the Supernova kind of tries to balance out everything. Overall, it is a great take on this kind of tuning and something that we don't see on the market at all. This is pretty much the only tuning of its kind. So if you want a tuning like this is pretty much your only option. In terms of value, $750, I do feel like it is a bit expensive, but keep in mind, this is a boutique brand, it's handmade, so the quality control is gonna be just top notch because it's also made to order. It's not mass produced, every unit is checked, so when you do order from brands like this or boutique brands, normally you get the next level of care that mass-produced brands just can't give you. So $750, although a bit expensive, but you are getting a more premium product, a more premium care. And in terms of customer service, you bet you're gonna get better service from a brand like this than mass-produced brands, simply because, again, you are paying a lot of money, they're a small team, so they do really take care of all of their customers. For a brand that mass-produced, it's harder to do that, so it's not their fault that they can't give you like the care that you deserve as a customer as much, because it is mass produced. So many units are out there, so you really can't blame those brands. So that's one of the benefits of buying from a boutique brand, a small brand that can hand make every unit and care about every customer. Alright, that's it for my review of the Supernova by 7th Acoustics. I'm gonna give this IEM a halfway green thumbs up. I like this IEM. I like that it's a unique take on a tuning I already know and love. I like that it's the only one of its kind, and I like that it's versatile as well with the in-game technicalities. It's just a very solid unit. It's worth the hype. Don't just listen to me. Everyone who have tried this IEM either liked it or loved it. So many people have said good things about it. Great job, 7th Acoustics. I'm looking forward to more from your brand. And with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace, and bye.
"一緒につ